kids? It's Teacher here. Let's talk silly science. Today, boys and girls, our topic is friction. Do you know anything about friction? Do you ever cause friction? I bet you do, and I'm going to tell you why. Because friction is when two objects rub against each other. You see me with the two different gloves on? Yes, I wanted to show you something about friction with these two different gloves on, okay? If I have them together and I take them and move them in the opposite directions, then I am causing friction. Yeah, I bet you do that all the time. I bet you do, boys and girls. However, I can get friction from different levels according to the objects that I have. This has a smooth surface, so this friction is going to be a little bit different than something that has a rough surface. So try that again. Don't know if you can hear that. Now I have some sandpapers right here. And these sandpapers has a little bit of a rough surface. And there's some sandpapers that have even a rougher surface than the ones I have, but we're going to use these today. Now listen with your ears, because that is something scientists do, right? They look and they listen. So here we go. Let's see what it sounds like. It makes a different sound. And do you see that I'm moving the motion in different directions? That's the way friction works. It works against the motion and it acts in the opposite direction. If I move them both in the same direction, it's not going to make a sound. So I have to move them in different directions. And that causes the friction. And as you can see, it does make a different sound, right? Than if it's a smooth surface. So that's one of the things that friction does. And you do it all the time. When you're walking on the floor, your shoes are causing friction on the floor. You can even test it out. Get your tennis shoes on or get different shoes on and see the friction that it causes on the floor. The ones that has a smoother surface is going to be different than the ones that has a little bit of a rough surface, okay? All right, boys and girls. Now, I want you to test friction when you get home. You can take a plate. You can take a paper plate. You can take a plate you eat on all the time in the kitchen. Parents may not like that, but they might have some plastic ones too, but not the glass ones, okay? And you can just take a marble or any kind of a ball, okay? And this one has a smooth surface, but try balls with different kinds of surfaces, okay? Then you can cut out different surfaces. Remember, I told you according to the rough surface, or if it's a smooth surface, then you're going to have a different kind of friction. So we're going to try this. This is just regular piece of paper, and I've got my marble or my ball, and I've got it on here, and then I want to see how it rolls against the surface. You see that? That one was pretty smooth. Now, let me try some aluminum foil. Let's see if we can see it move differently or hear it move differently. Because friction also has sound. Oh, I hear it. And it moves a little bit differently on the aluminum foil. Cardboard, it's just a box. Take the box and let's see how it moves. Oh, it doesn't want to stay on that cardboard. But yeah, I lost my marble, but that's okay. I have another marble too. I'm teacher. All right, and let's try it on the sandpaper. Oh, it moves differently on the sandpaper too. Oh, yes, it rolls differently. It's a little bit slower because that's a rougher surface, right? That's right. Now I want to have one more thing that I want to try it in. And you can do this with sand. This is a cup right here of sugar. And with the sugar, let's see how the marble rose inside of my plate. But you can do it with sand, you can do it with salt, you can do it with sugar, do it with flour. Try different things. Ooh, it would be cool to try it with Jell-O. Ooh, that might be pretty cool. So I'm going to put my salt on here. Let's see what kind of friction that the the sugar creates. Ready? All right. Oh, lots of friction. It barely moves in there. Look at there. And is that because the sugar moves and the marble is moving? I don't know. You've got to test it out, boys and girls. Now, when you do that, I want you to do me something really, really special. Send me a little note. Just send it to WKNO teacher@gmail.com and tickets to me, and I'd love to see how much fun you had with this activity here, okay? And I want you to go to our resource page at pbslearningmedia.org, and you'll find more information. If you just want to find out more about friction, about any of the objects that we used here, then you can go there, and I promise you there's worksheets, there's videos, there's all kinds of information, resource information that you can use. And I also want to tell you thank you to the International Paper Foundation for making this silly science happen. So thank you so much for being here with me today, boys and girls. And thank you again, International Paper Foundation, for letting us be here together. And until next time, Teacher says bye-bye.